Welcome into another video in my series where we're going through and testing all of the weapons inside of Black Ops 6 to see how viable these weapons are for us to be using inside of the Zombies game mode. So if you're new around here and you like everything Call of Duty Zombies, boy, you're in the right spot. Make sure you are subscribed with those bell notifications turned on so you're not going to miss out any future uploads from myself on Black Ops 6 Zombies. As well, down below in the description, you will find the link for my streams. I stream on Mondays and Thursdays, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I stream on Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, noon Eastern. Stream everything from Black Ops 6 Zombies all the way through to custom zombie maps, and generally have a ton of fun over there. Hope to see you guys pop into stream, as today is going to be a stream day. Now, Black Ops 6 Season 1 drops November 14th. With an absolute boatload of content that I am just super excited to dive into. And first and foremost, for us in Zombies, for Season 1 of Black Ops 6, we're looking at a new perk, a new field upgrade, and a new ammo mod with all new augments to go with all of those. So that's going to be super awesome. New wonder weapons as well, and a new enemy type going to be revealed on our first DLC Zombies map of Black Ops 6, due to arrive before the end of the year. It's going to be Citadel des Morts. I hope I've said that correctly. I probably butchered it, but it looks absolutely amazing. Takes place in a castle, and I could not be more excited to dive in. Now, before we get into anything review related today, I just wanted to put on screen that these are the latest patch notes for Black Ops 6 Zombies. So if you're wondering what has been fixed most recently for Black Ops 6 Zombies, you're looking at it on screen currently. Wow, that was a tongue twister. Now today, we're going to dive into a submachine gun for Black Ops 6 Zombies that I think if you are a big fan of movement inside of Zombies, you're going to absolutely love this submachine gun and the build I have for you today. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at the submachine gun, the Tanto 22. We're going to take that to max damage output inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. So hopefully, by the end of today's video, you have a really good feel for how this SMG performs inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. And at the end of the video, after I exfil, you should be able to make up your mind on whether or not this SMG is going to be a viable option for you to be running inside of your Black Ops 6 Zombies games. So without further ado, let's dive into the Tanto 22 review video today. Welcome into today's video. Thank you so very much for tuning in. We're going to be looking at the Tanto 22 submachine gun inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. Now, before we get to anything, I just want to give a big thank you to each and every one of you who have stuck by during my recent PC issues. And to give you the update, I took it into a PC shop to get some warning lights on my motherboard diagnosed and repaired. That PC shop ended up taking out my CPU, bending pins and absolutely destroying 3 pins on my CPU, absolutely rendering it 100% unusable. They will not, of course, accept blame for this at all whatsoever. So I was left, after taking my PC into the shop, working with just some warning lights. I ended up getting it back home, unable to have any picture at all. So definitely not a pleasant experience. Since then, we have upgraded. We are now running the AMD Ryzen 9 7950X 3D CPU, which is just an absolute beast of a CPU. So I'm super excited to that. For that as well, we got a new motherboard to support the beastly CPU and some awesome DDR5 RAM to keep everything running nice and smooth. So just the update for the PC, if you guys were all wondering, and we are now back. I am super excited. The only thing left I need to do as far as an upgrade would be is to upgrade my graphics card. So that's something that can wait for the time being. But you know, this Tanto here, the SMG I was looking to review today, when I was doing my camo grind, I was really impressed with just how strong this was. When I was just kind of playing around with it, getting some levels on it. And then when I got it at a decent level with a good build on it, I wanted to go ahead and test it and see how it performs. And you can see the critical damage, like just at green rarity, is 297 on a critical damage, which is absolutely remarkable damage. I mean, we cleared out all of round 7 right there without much of a struggle at all. So through this part of our match, we managed to accumulate enough salvage to increase the damage output on this SMG one more time. So now we are blue rarity. Again, no Pack-a-Punch and no perks to add any extra damage to this whatsoever, like Deadshot. And you can see here we are pushing 350, 395 as far as critical damage goes, just by upping the damage output by putting a blue rarity tool on this submachine gun. So I was thoroughly impressed with the damage output we were seeing so far. Definitely an impressive damage output. And push the rounds a little bit further to see, you know, just how much more viable is this going to be. We're now on round 9, and we're still running just blue rarity and no Pack-a-Punch, and you can see the damage output we are dishing to the zombies on screen. This is not much of a struggle at all. I was feeling really good using this SMG. We've got a ton of movement speed when we're using this. So when we go into the church, before I use Pack-a-Punch, I always make sure that we shoot all the crystals inside of the church for any extra salvage that they can drop to help with upgrading the damage output on our SMG. So now we went and accumulated enough essence to go ahead and visit Pack-a-Punch. So now we are Pack 1, blue rarity on this SMG, and we're on round 11. So let's see what we can do as far as damage output. I'm seeing high 700. I believe I saw maybe an 800 damage in there. I don't know if I did. I don't think so. But it looks like you're looking at 791 damage on a critical hit with just blue rarity and Pack-a-Punch, which, you know, honestly I feel is fairly easily to obtain inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. And here we are pushing through the rounds again. We're now on round 12, and you know, group them up in a horde, and this SMG will mow them down for you. As you can see right there, that was the entirety of round 12. Just truly awesome damage output on this SMG. And with the build that I have for you, don't worry, I've got you covered for the build and the camo that I'm running on this SMG in the video, so make sure you watch all the way through for that. But with the build I have today on this, your movement speed is absolutely remarkable with this. For the most part in this gameplay today, I did not need to be spending a lot of time running with just my fists out, because the weapon movement speed was really slow. For the majority of this match, I just ran around with my gun out because I wasn't feeling hampered in my movement speed, which is just awesome. As one of the biggest things to help with Black Ops 6 Zombies, I feel, is being able to move around at speed and be able to get out of sticky situations. You know, just be able to have that movement speed is, I think, really important inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. Now here we are, we're still blue, only Pack 1. We've pushed through the rounds a little bit further. We're now at round 14. And, you know, you can see the damage we've got right there. Oh, sorry, we got Epic. My bad. So we have Epic on it now. Pack 1 only, though. And you can see the damage output. We're now pushing close to 1,200 on a critical shot. 1,062. Like, that is really impressive damage output for an SMG. You're going to be shooting fairly quick, so to have that kind of damage with the SMG fire rate is definitely awesome. Now, I do know that this particular SMG does not have the fastest fire rate amongst the SMGs. But I did feel that the damage output it was able to dish out, even though it is not the fastest firing SMG, it made this definitely a viable option for all of us to be using inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. Like, I definitely felt comfortable and wasn't concerned about dishing out the damage. So at Pack 1 Epic, you're at 1,000, I think it is 188 damage. So then we took it to Pack 2 Epic, and now we're pushing over 2,200, 2,300 damage. Without being legendary. So definitely awesome damage output to see for sure. And, you know, it handles the very pesky manglers that we all have to deal with inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies without much struggle, which is awesome, because we all know as you push up through the rounds inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies, the mangler spam is very real. There is just an absolute boatload of manglers on either map, whether you're playing Liberty Falls or Terminus. There is definitely a ton of manglers to deal with. Now here we are on round 20, still only Pack 2 with Epic, and not struggling at all on a vermin round, dishing out just an absolute boatload of damage. Again, every time I come into the church to visit the Pack-a-Punch machine, I'm going to make sure I shoot as many of these crystals as I can, in hopes that I can grab some more salvage to, you know, make increasing the damage output on our weapons inside of Black Ops 6 a little bit easier, because collecting that final 5,000 salvage you need to get your weapon to legendary can be a bit of a struggle indeed inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. But here we are. Now we're on round 21. We're epic, but we are maxed Pack-a-Punch. So we're Pack 3 epic, and we've got the Mega Abomination in the area. And, you know, all of round 21 in this area in front of the bowling alley, which is one of the areas that I feel comfortable training on Liberty Falls. I'd love to find out from all of you in the comments section where your comfortable spot is on either one of the maps. So for Liberty Falls, you're going to be looking at it right here. Is pretty much where I like to spend most of my time, is in front of the bowling alley. And then on Terminus, it's either running around circles in the biolab or training zombies in front of the big, huge Dark Aether cannon trap is definitely one of my favorite places. Now, for Pack 3 and epic damage output on this, the one thing that did catch my eye was we have 40 rounds or 50 rounds on the build unpack-a-punched, and then when you pack-a-punch it, it went to 75, which I thought was kind of a strange number to see. I was wondering, as I pack-a-punched it in this game, you know, 2 to 3, would it increase the mag size? But no, it didn't. So, but definitely interesting to see, you know, that mag size after pack-a-punching. I was expecting it to be a little bit bigger. Having said that, the damage output that this does at, you know, over 2,000 on a critical kill with, you know, not even legendary on the weapon. Look at that. We got 4,500, 4,752 critical damage. Not even at max damage output yet. I am trying to finish off my field upgrades, so that is why you see me using the Dark Flare field upgrade right here to try and clear out some more of the zombies. I'm working on the mastery stuff for my field upgrades, and I'm currently working on Dark Flare. So here we go. What do you guys think about Dark Flare? I'm kind of intrigued by it since I started researching it, and it looks fairly interesting. So at this point, it was time to take this to our absolute max damage output inside of Black Ops 6. We are legendary, and we are Pack 3. And as always, for my weapon review videos for Black Ops 6 Zombies, we are not going to be putting an ammo mod on the weapon, but the ammo mod I recommend for Liberty Falls is going to be Napalm Burst, as Manglers and Abominations are weak to Napalm, so that would be the ammo mod I would recommend for Liberty Falls. And if you're running Terminus for the Amalgams, I would recommend running Deadwire on your weapons so that you can dish out that extra damage to the Amalgams on Terminus. But let me know which ammo mods you guys are enjoying and which ones you feel are best for Terminus and Liberty Falls down below in the comment section, so that hopefully we can all help each other out to be running, you know, the most efficient ammo mods inside of the game. Now here we are in round 24, just mowing down the herds inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies with max damage output on this Tanto 22 SMG, and I was really impressed. Like, I was not feeling too worried about getting cornered or stuck in a bad situation using the SMG. Now, using Dark Flare, that's a different story. I wasn't sure. I'm not exactly sure, like, if you just fire it and if the effect has hit the zombies, will they die? Or do you need to continue firing the Dark Flare beam at the zombies in order for them to completely, you know, be removed? I'm still playing around with it. So let me know if you guys have been using that field upgrade, what your experiences is with it, and what you feel is the best way to use it. Now we have the Abomination in the area here on round 24, and you can see I'm not struggling at all. We finished him off at, you know, almost extreme range right there for an SMG, which is truly awesome to see, definitely. So let's push through the rounds a little bit more so you guys have a really good feel for how this SMG performs inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. And you can see now we're on round 25. We've got an absolute ton of riffraff and crowd control, and we've got HVTs, Manglers in the area. And this SMG, as you can see, the movement speed is 100% there with the build I have in the video today. And it's definitely something that I was enjoying using, running around with this in my hands, not needing to switch to fists out to be able to get out of, you know, a bad situation, be able to haul ass out of a, you know, cornered by a group of zombies. That was something I was able to do with this weapon in my hand, which was definitely something I really enjoyed. It helped me out in a bunch of situations where you're going to be wanting to move out of the way really quickly and then, you know, re-engage the zombies right away. So it was nice to be able to have that weapon in hand and not need to be switching from fists or a secondary pistol for movement speed, which is awesome because that's important inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. You can get stuck and taken down in a hurry when you go up through the rounds, especially if you're not being careful and, you know, keeping your plates on and things like that. So this being as viable as it was from what I'd seen so far in my match, definitely something that I would recommend for all of us to be using inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. 100%. I feel like this weapon is going to dish out an absolute ton of damage. So now I wanted to show you with absolutely maximum everything. So I went and purchased all of the perks on the map. So we are running Deadshot Daiquiri. So we've got that extra bit of critical damage that Deadshot Daiquiri is going to provide. And here we are in round 29 with a Mega Abomination in the area. And you can see, like, I just wasn't too concerned about really anything inside of the game using this SMG. We're almost at 7,000 damage on a critical shot with this SMG. That is some remarkable damage output to be having inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies for an SMG. I mean, I was really impressed. That's a lot of damage, and, you know, it's nice to have that type of damage output with an SMG, in that they are typically a great weapon class for movement speed and mobility. And that was something I 100% felt using this build today. But I did want to show you all of round 29, so you have a really good feel for, you know, how this weapon performs as we push up to near the zombie. You know, when you get into the 30s, the 40s, I feel like regardless of weapon, regardless of build, you're going to, at that point, start pushing more towards using traps, using your score streaks, to be taking care of the crowds, as not many weapons are going to be a viable option to be using through the higher rounds. You know, obviously the jet gun on Liberty Falls in your high rounds is going to be the kind of go-to weapon to use. Then on Terminus, you definitely want to be using the beam smasher, so you get that extra critical damage when you're using the secondary fire mode on the beam smasher, as well as traps. So I feel like if a weapon is going to be viable to be using and can damage zombies, you know, into the low 30s, the high 20s, I feel like it's definitely going to be a viable option for everybody to be using. If I feel like it's a weapon where you're going to be struggling, you know, to dish out the damage on round 29, the low 30s, the high 20s, I feel like that's not necessarily going to be such a viable weapon to be using, as I feel like guns and bullet weapons inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies can be viable into the mid to late 30s, and then at that point, it's going to be an issue partially for ammo. It's going to be expensive to buy. So that's just my experience. Let me know what you guys think about going into the higher rounds on Black Ops 6 Zombies using weapons, not score streaks and traps. So at this point, we're round 31. It was time to call in the exfil and get the heck out of Zhorde. This was definitely a weapon that I enjoy using. It was a ton of fun to use for this match today. I'm just ever so thankful to be able to be back creating content for you all on Black Ops 6 Zombies. So my deepest apologies for being absent for so many days as I went through some PC issues. But I'm super happy with the upgrades I have on my PC, and can't wait to just continue to push out the content for you all. Now in today's stream over on Twitch, I'm going to be taking people inside of the Zhorde community Discord through Easter eggs that they need to complete so that we can get these done before the Season 1 guided mode comes out and you're no longer able to obtain the early completion rewards. So hope to see you guys all over there on Twitch tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 Eastern. If you're looking to join a community full of players willing to help out other players inside of MWZ, inside of Black Ops 6, the link for the Zhorde community Discord you can find down below in the description. And like I said, we are well over 650 members of players willing to help out other players. Just a truly amazing community and tons of fun to be a part of. Sounds like something for you? Check out the link in the description down below. Now, at the end of my videos, like I always do, I will show you the build that I used on the Tanto 22 for today's video. Now, if you want to make any changes to the build that I'm showing you on screen, let's work together down below in the comment section so that we all have one amazing build to be using on the Tanto 22 SMG. As well, we will show you the camo, which is the gold one that I was using for this SMG for today's video. And aside from that, thank you oh so very much for tuning in today, and we'll see you all tonight for stream. Have yourselves an awesome Remembrance Day, and be thankful.